Good morning. It's a rainy day out. It's going to clear up the air. Smell that fresh air. Good for the soul. Tabara, and today I'm talking about your vocabulary, your words, and your emotion. So, when you're talking with somebody and you're trying to share with them something important, it's important to have good vocabulary. The only way that we communicate, we're the only species that communicates as complicated as we are with each other. Nothing else on earth can do that. We can only express ourselves with our vocabulary. We can only express ourselves, and we can only interpret through the vocabulary that we have. So if you want to make a point, like a needle, if you want to make a point with somebody, you have to have good vocabulary to do it. But vocabulary alone is not. Emotion carries, there was a study done, I think 24 times effective than your words. Now, words are important, but your emotion is too. And I've got a really good example of how that works. You can use your words to make a point, like a needle. And you can point them, and you can make a point to them and prick them in the forehead with that. But that's about all you're going to do. If your emotion is like a long steel rod, and you attach that needle to the end of the rod, and with your emotion you can pierce and touch their heart. Without the emotion, you just have a small needle. So think about how much that emotion takes care of in comparison to the words. But the other thing we have to worry about also is how much emotion we use. If you're trying to make a small point, you don't need to get over emotional about it. Using the right emotion at the right time is very important and effective. As I heard said, if you go hunting for a rabbit with a cannon, even though you hit the rabbit, there's not much with the cannon, there's no rabbit left. And so we need to be careful with the amount of emotion we use. We can blow up things with our emotion. So you have to use your vocabulary and the right amount of emotion. Think how long a needle is, just a little needle, compared to the emotion, which is the long rod that's attached to it. So the things that I'm working on is, how do I attach emotion? One of the issues I have is being from Swedish heritage. We have our voices, we don't portray emotion very well. And that's something that I have to work on all the time. And emotion can be also shown through language. The way you enunciate the words, the points, the tonality. So everything we say and do, people have to look at us and perceive us. So that's something that we need to work on every day to improve ourselves. You could have everything right, but have one piece missing, and you don't have the full puzzle.